Welcome to the Canva Skills Blitz, a series of Canva projects intended to help you level up in Canva while building skills and making useful projects. The challenge for October is to crowdsource a teacher hack poster working collaboratively in Canva. The overarching skills that you should acquire through this project are collaborating on a project, using templates and elements, how to download a single page in a multi-page project, and finally, how to share your project in Canva using a link. The first thing that you need to do is access the entry template. To do that, you're going to go to the bit.ly right here. Once you have your entry template open, it's going to look something like this. In this top right-hand side of the screen, make sure to add your name so that the project is saved and we know who it belongs to. The easiest way to access the crowdsourced project is through this year's Skill Builder Bingo card. If you're planning to play along this year, this challenge will also qualify you for your entry for box number 29. You can find your bingo card template by going to the bit.ly here, bit.ly/PRPS bingo 23. If you scroll down to box 29, you're going to see that it's to crowdsource your best teacher hack in this Canva project. You can press on the link here. It's going to open up the project in Canva. Once you're in the project, you'll see that the instructions instruct you to scroll to the very bottom and click on the Add page to begin creating your teacher hack poster. Do not edit another person's poster, and your poster must explain a teacher hack that has changed your life or made part of your job easier. Make sure that you use elements from Canva to jazz up your poster. Okay, so I've scrolled to the bottom of the page where I can see Add Page. First thing I do is click on that. At the top where you see page 3, we're going to click inside that box and type your name. That will help us identify our crowdsourced collaboration and whose project belongs to who. Let's build our poster. So you can see that the background here is blank. I'm actually going to start over on the left-hand side by clicking on Design and then Templates. And in Templates, I'm just going to write the word birthday since my teacher hack has to do with birthdays. You'll see then that there's lots of elements on this poster page, but I can customize them to suit my own needs. The other thing you might notice on the left-hand side under the template is that it actually shows us the color scheme that it uses and the different fonts. So I'm just going to change the title. You can see that Canva has automatically adjusted the size for that to work. Now this font in the middle isn't going to work for this project, so I'm actually just going to completely delete it from here. Now the poster requirements ask that I explain the teacher hack, and so I'm going to add the text to my project. If I go over to the left-hand side under text, I can just add a text box. It'll automatically end up into my project. Okay, so now that I have my text added to my project, you'll see there's a few things that we could do to sort of jazz this up. First of all, the font in black, I'm not sure if I love that, so let's play around with a few colors. I think the white kind of stands out a little bit better over top of the balloons. And the birthday treats for a class for the whole year, maybe that should be a little bit of a brighter title. So I'm actually going to remove it from this text box and I'm going to make it its own title above. So I'm just going to paste it in here and maybe let's change the font of it to match the font that's here. So if you remember earlier, I showed you that we have our fonts for the style share when you enter the template. They'll also show up when you go to adjust any elements on your page. So I'm going to highlight the font that I want to change and I'm going to make it match the original. And let's maybe play around with some different font colors for it. And of course that font is too small. So I'm going to actually show you one way that you can adjust this font. You can just drag from the corner or you can, of course, go to the top. Now, the other thing you might notice is this font won't bold. Some fonts in Canva just don't allow you to bold them. Now, this balloon is a little bit transparent and light. So I'm just going to adjust the transparency. I've highlighted the balloon. I've clicked on transparency and I'm just going to darken it. And I think I'm happy with that. So you can see that by choosing a template, there wasn't actually a lot of work that I had to do. It might be useful to add on to my poster. a few extra elements. So my hack is about chocolate bars and note cards. So I'm just going to click on the Elements tab on the left, and in the search box, I'm going to type in chocolate bars. Now, since my poster is graphics, I'm going to stick with graphics, but I think that one's kind of nice. So I'm going to add a chocolate bar in the bottom corner, and then I'm just going to add a birthday card. Now, I think maybe a couple of chocolate bars might look nice. So I'm going to select the chocolate bar and then duplicate it. I'm happy with this poster. It looks like it's something nice that we could share. Now, to do that, you're going to go to the top right-hand corner of your screen and click on Share. There are multiple projects in this Canva collaborative assignment. And so what we need to do is scroll down to where you see download. We'll leave it as a PNG, but notice here that it says all 3 pages. I'm going to select that. I'm going to unselect all 3 pages, and I'm going to scroll down just to where I see my project with my name. I'm going to check that box and I'm going to click done. So I'm happy that it's a PNG. I'm happy that it's only my project. And now I'm going to click on download. It's going to automatically begin the download, and soon it's going to prompt me to save this somewhere. I'm going to save this in my Google Drive Canva folder. Now, if you plan to participate all year in our Canva challenge, you might choose to do the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and save my project here, and I think that I'm ready to submit for my Canva Skills Challenge. To submit your project, you're going to open up your entry template. You'll go to October, and in October, you're going to add the image that you've just created. To add the project, you're going to go to Uploads and then click on Upload Files. And you can just double click to that file. It's going to load in your uploads, and then you can simply drag it into your project. If you'd like to add some additional information to your template, you can. Otherwise, part of your Canva Skill Blitz entry is complete. The next part of your entry, come into the form that you found in our coach's newsletter and complete all of the information. So the first part is to download your assignment, which we've already done, and add the file. So very similar to what we just did in Canva. The next part we haven't touched on yet, and that's adding a link from Canva of your project. Now, what we want to add the link is to your entry template. So you're going to come up here to your entry template where you see share. You're going to click on that. And then you'll notice this part about collaboration link. Now, what I'm going to suggest, because you don't actually want anyone to be able to edit your template, is select Can Comment. Anyone with the link can comment. You're going to go ahead and click on Copy Link. Come back into your entry form and paste that share link into the form. We've come to the end of the October Canva Skills Blitz Challenge, crowdsourcing teacher hacks posters in a collaborative Canva project. Make sure for your entry, you've added your name to your project, download a single page of a multi-page project, share the comment-only link from Canva into the entry form. Now remember, if you're also going to play along with the Skill Builder Bingo this year, you've just completed box 29. Follow the instructions in the bingo card for how to submit that challenge. Thanks for playing along. See you next month.